Awesome. Welcome everybody to the call. We're super excited that you guys are here with us today. I'm here with my friends Vance and Dave. My name is Scotty. We're going to go through kind of what are peptides, some this difference between synthetic and natural peptides, why Make Wellness is so incredibly awesome, and you're going to hear from some different perspectives, a little bit of each of their stories while they're here, and that more importantly, like what we have here for you and how it can help benefit you or the people that you want to help. Vance, just real briefly, is a doctor of physical therapy. We're high school friends, so it's really cool to do a business together with him. I recently met Dave. Dave works in the pharmaceutical realm and very familiar with synthetic injectable peptides. I've spent the last 15 years as a full-time career helping people online with their health and wellness goals, using supplements, using workouts, using meal plans. And it's been my passion to help people not only get healthy and fit, but also build a business with partnered with incredible companies. So, Dave, I'm going to pass the time over to you to introduce who you are and talk a little bit about company and who's running this thing.
Yes, thank you so much, Scotty. I really do appreciate the invitation to talk about Make Wellness and the excitement that I have for me and my family. Obviously, this company is booming, and we're going to go through some of the numbers. And really, what we're going to talk about over the next 30 minutes is the people, the products, and the pay. And so, what I want to do is talk a little bit about the people. But before I do that, just to introduce myself, I'm Dave Harden. I live in East Tennessee. I know some of you folks that may be up north or out west may need a southern interpreter. But my background is in pharmacology. I have a doctorate degree in pharmacology from Mercer University, and my postdoctorate work was done at Emory University down in Atlanta, Georgia. Um, and when I saw this company just 30 days ago, I'm young, and I was speaking with Scotty earlier. I said, Scotty, I'm just almost less than a month in this business, but really so excited. I knew about peptides and where the horizon of health and wellness was heading. My pharmaceutical company just purchased a peptide company in the hundreds of millions of dollars. So here's the opportunity that we have as affiliates, or those of you that are just looking at this company, is that we have the opportunity, the window, I believe, that passes by our lifetimes once or twice, that we have an opportunity to jump in this window with peptides because of the appeal. The industry's headed to peptide therapies, if you will. And for us to be able to have a peptide company that we can orally administer these peptides are all natural and they're precision peptides. To me, that's phenomenal. And for us to piggyback this company for a monetary investment of $0 to me amazes me. It's wonderful. Our company has got a leadership that's second to none. Justin Prince, who is our founder of the company, has a reputation of success. You know, he's a best-selling author of some leadership books, and but he's done it. He's one of us, if you will. He's been there and done that as an affiliate in the field, has built over $2 billion in revenue as he's grown his businesses. So he comes to us. He knows where we are with this opportunity. He knows some of the hurdles we'll probably face, but he's also knows some of the peaks that we're all going to enjoy together. And then the next slide, we have some leadership that has, what I say, been there, done that. We have Truman Hunt. He was the chairman of, or the CEO and board member of New Skin. I know that some of us have heard of New Skin in our past, a very successful company. And then we have some folks from the Madare side, Justin Sarah, who is also a co-founder, and Robert Finnegan is another co-founder that has just a profile of success as they are leading our company. And then if you flip to the next slide, kind of go into more of the scientific folks, the people that are doing the work behind the scenes, which excites me as this company right now only has 4 peptide products, 2 support products, but we're going to grow. And it takes a robust research and development team headed by Alan Jones and then Mark Bartlett, who is our head scientist, if you will. He's the chief scientific officer of the company. To listen to some of his videos and how he shares about our peptide products is amazing to me. And then Tyler Whitehead, who also is in a leadership role of the company, who was once with Arbonne, which is a very successful company as well. So, just to put into a nutshell the success of this company, as I mentioned, I've been with the company only 30 days. And just in this small amount of time, I've seen the company just boom. So, Scotty, if you would go to the next slide, and let's just look at some of the launch statistics behind the company.
I'm
And
coming
that
back. Sorry.
is, oh, you're fine. Uh, so what I want to express is the fact that this company is on track to do over $100 million within its first year. And to me, I don't know a whole lot about the direct sales industry, but my understanding is there's only been a few companies that's ever achieved that, maybe one or two. So this company, Make Wellness, is on track right now to do over $100 million in our very first year. So to me, that tells me that not only is the company successful from a people side of the business, but from a product side of the business. We have repeat orders, and I've seen that within my first month as I've enrolled some customers and affiliates. They're signing up for auto ship because they're going to continue on these products month over month over month. So we're not fighting attrition. We're just high-fiving each other as we're seeing great results from these products. Um, I think up to this date, I believe it's on this slide, there's been over 200,000 orders with the company. So we'll see that continue to grow. I know we're going to delve into other therapeutic areas within the company, such as sleep disorder. You know, 1 out of 3 adults have sleep issues. We're going to address that with some natural peptides. It's going to be phenomenal. And with that, I'm going to pivot over to Vance and let you hear a little bit more about peptides. And I know that he'll be excited to share those with you as well. Vance?
Thank you, Dave. And really, if as I go through this with your expertise and your knowledge, Dave, don't hesitate to hop in because this is so exciting, as well as you, Scotty. Um, this is this is something totally different because I've looked into a bunch of direct sales type companies, and through college and as I was getting into my career, because I always thought, well, it seems like it makes sense to do direct sales, but I could never find something that um, would benefit people the way in their health and in their life. That it just always seemed like you're selling something that's may or may not work, may or may help people, but this was different. And the reason this is different is because of what Dave was saying. This is the new science. This is where it's headed. Just jump on YouTube. I did this and just start searching um, peptide science, future of peptides, and you'll get doctors and pharmacists and all these people talking about how this is where we're headed. They'll talk about how we're headed for cancer treatments and diabetes and things like that. And it's amazing where we're going to be at. So if you jump to the next slide, for those who don't know who Dr. Andrew Huberman is, he has the #1 most listened to podcasts, health podcasts in the world. And he is phenomenal. He's out of Stanford University. And he talks about peptides. Now he's referencing synthetics, and this is because this is so new with natural peptides. But I talk to people about this all the time, about how peptides are not a supplement. Peptides are a little bit more. They're not a pharmaceutical, but they're not a supplement. And what do I mean by that? It means that when you take a supplement, it's giving your body fuel. When you take a peptide, you're actually working with the cells to get them to function a certain way. And to be able to do that, I mean, literally, you're talking like, how do we get the muscle cells to take in insulin, take in blood sugar, to use insulin, those kind of things? How do you get cancer cells to stop growing so quickly? Peptides, they literally go in and send the message to the cell that, hey, this is what you need to do. And so when I was looking into this, I thought, do I really want to look into a direct sales type of company? And I started looking into this science, and I spent probably, Dave's been in it for a month. I spent a month looking into it because I was like, oh no, direct sales, I don't know. And I was so torn. So what I ended up going out to the first conference that they had. And Scotty knows this. I went out there and I was talking to him after the first day. I was like, I don't know, direct sales. What will people think if I'm doing direct sales? And after the second day at that conference, I walked away. First of all, I got to meet with those people that were showing at the beginning. I met every single one of them one-on-one, and I listened to them talk. And after that second day, it was like leaving a church service, because those people want to help and they are good, kind. I mean, I talked with them one-on-one. They are just incredible individuals who they've made their money. They just want to make an impact in the world. And this is an avenue that's going to make a huge impact. And so I walked away from that and I was like, this is exciting. And if you study success at all, one of my favorite mentors is Darren Hardy. And sorry, I'm getting off track here, but one of my favorite success mentors is Darren Hardy. And his top three things to be successful, it's number 3 is spending time around people with growth mindsets who are already successful. And the culture of the people that I'm dealing with within this company, as well as the product, it became like, after that second day of being at the conference, it was like a no-brainer. I told Scotty, I was like, this is incredible. Like, I'm in. Like, this is something that is going to change lives in so many ways. And I'm into this. So, and it has, as I've been working with people with physical therapy, getting people involved with this. I do mostly geriatrics, and helping people get more energy and more strength is incredible. So, okay, next slide. Sorry. So transitioning into that, I'm going to talk about this. This is actually a really great transition, in that as I started talking to people and I started studying and learning about this, as you look into what peptides do, this statement here, there's a peptide for that. Honestly, just listen to people. Anybody with any kind of health issues, whether it's pain, whether it's struggling with weakness, with being able to have the energy that they need, which is a huge one. There's a peptide for that. Now, the crazy thing about what I found here is they only have 4 peptides on the product line and 2 supplementals. And with those 4, and in the future, they're going to have more. But with those 4, I sit there and listen, and you look at the benefits. So it increases energy, ATP within the cells. The fact that they're fit peptide and can increase NAD is insane. NAD is in every cell, and it helps the cell health. It helps your mitochondria. So essentially, that just means that what keeps you from aging, it helps produce more of that, and helps your cells so they don't die off and get old. And so with me working with an older group of people, 65 plus mainly, I'm like, holy cow, like, here's something that will actually slow down the aging process, which means that we're decreasing muscle wasting and regulating metabolism. The experts in the field right now are saying that they really believe that metabolism regulation is one of the number 1 things to prevent all diseases. And if you get off even just a teaspoon, you're a diabetic in blood sugar levels. I mean, this is like, that's crazy. And so if it's going to help regulate those levels, our body, it so tightly regulates that. And if it can help control that, suddenly you don't have the inflammation in your body. You're not feeling poorly. Your body can better heal itself. And so that's why it's been interesting seeing the results. And you guys have probably seen this too. The results of the peptides have been kind of all over the place. It's because you're working with cells that regulate energy and their health. And so depending on what health issues you have, you get different results. So am I sold on that? Yeah. Like, this is crazy. This is crazy that we can actually have something that, like Dave was talking about, you can take orally. I don't have to go to my doctor and get a shot. I hate needles. I don't want to do that. I don't want to pay for that. But to take something orally that tastes good, that is easy to take at home, God, that's crazy. So, okay, sorry. Next slide.
One
Okay.
thing I was going to mention, Vance, just really quick, as we, as men on this call, we have always, as a pharmacist, I've always had men come and say, hey, I need all these supplements. And I was telling the guy the other day, it's kind of like when you take a lot of supplements, it's like going by a construction site with a truck full of bricks and throwing all the bricks out, hoping a wall gets built
Yeah.
at the construction site. Whereas
Yeah.
we have precision peptides
Yeah.
that, it means just that they're precise cell signaling so that if I want to decrease hunger noise that I have at night to eat potato chips, we have a product that precisely targets that. And so that's what I love. If you just want to kind of put it in a nutshell, we're not just throwing mud against the wall hoping something sticks. We
Right.
have precise, nature-made, ingestible peptides, just as you
Yeah.
mentioned. Sorry about
And
that.
no, I'm so glad you brought that up. I was talking with Dave beforehand. I could talk with him all day about this. It's so fun. And I think that's exactly it. When you're talking supplements, I call it my shotgun approach. It's just like, well, I hope this works for my body. And it's good. Like, you're putting good things in, but what if I have a specific problem? What if I need to burn fat? What if I need more energy? Like, yeah, I can take these things and yeah, it'll help because you're giving your body fuel. You're putting the bricks there, but how do we get that wall built? So thank you. I appreciate it, Dave. Now let's look at this real quick. This is really interesting. I kind of did a deep dive into this because I was like, okay, what's wrong with synthetics? What's all the hype about synthetics, or the side effects? And Dave's probably going to have more insight into this than I will. But synthetics are getting great results for people. I want to put it out there that synthetics are not bad necessarily. They're getting good results. People are losing weight, and there's some good things happening because they are a peptide. That's why they're getting good results. The problem is when you get synthetic, one of the major problems that I found reading through some of the literature is that they kind of do a megadose. And so it tends to give our body a hyperreactive state. And so we start getting problems with how much they're giving the body. The body doesn't recognize it as readily as it does anything natural. The body's going to say, hey, I know what this is. I know what to do with this. And synthetic is not. And so sometimes it doesn't know what to do with it, how to dispose of it, how to react to it. And so, of course, in the US, the cost of injectables for weight loss and things like that can be really high. I had a friend who was paying $600 a month because his insurance didn't cover it very well. And so there's just some complexity with using synthetics that are potential dangers as far as side effects. I have a friend who's a GI doctor. He's getting a lot of people in with GI problems using like the weight loss synthetics. Are they working? Yeah. Are there problems with it? Absolutely. You get to look into the natural. I mean, what's the worst that can happen? You get a toxin release from the fat cells that are burning, and so you feel a little discomfort. Um, I think we can handle that side effect because you're cleansing your body out. And so it's just to be able to have something like this, it's just incredible that you don't have the worry of those side effects. Dave, I don't know if you had any more insight into that at all.
Yeah, I know we're pressed for time, but I do want to mention this. I think the most important thing to really bring out here is the fact that what we see with GLP-1s, synthetic peptides, is it wastes our lean muscle. So when somebody is on long-term GLP-1s, they look like a melted candle at the end of the day.
Yeah.
And that's not what we want. And they're metabolically in worse condition. So what we need to emphasize with our natural peptides is the fact that we preserve lean muscle, actually build lean muscle at the same time burning visceral fat. You can't say that with the synthetic GLP-1. Huge, huge game changer in the world of weight loss. Weight loss, worldwide obesity by 2030 is going to be $100 billion industry. And we have an oral peptide that preserves lean muscle and burns targeted visceral fat. Total game changer.
Yeah. And I appreciate you bringing that up because I've had patients who have been on this, and in fact, just recently, a couple of weeks ago, I went in, and over the year that he was on it, he lost all of his strength. Now that's huge for somebody who's 65 plus. I mean, you're talking fall risk, you're talking decreased metabolism, you're talking all kinds of health issues. And the thing is that they're finding is what Dave brought up is having muscle mass is the single number one predictor for, or losing muscle mass is the single one predictor for all cause mortality as far as getting diseases, having increased chance of dying sooner is increased hugely by losing muscle. And they found that if you can maintain muscle mass, your chance of all-cause mortality goes down by about 70%. Like it's crazy. So having muscle mass is huge in what they're finding. And think about it: in your lungs, your diaphragm is a muscle, your heart is a muscle, your how you move is a muscle. Like it's just huge. So Scotty, if you'll jump to the next one, when you look at the products that they have here, there's a couple different things I like to talk to people about, and it's really pretty simple. It feels like when you're talking about these peptides, it can be overwhelming because you're like, oh my gosh, there's so much science. You know, I'm a physical therapist. I say this all the time. It's easy for me to talk about, but it's really pretty simple. It's okay. Do you need to be able to focus more during the day, pay better attention? Do you want more energy? Do you want to be able to sleep a little better, calm your nervous system? Then this is a great collection for you. I mean, that's really as simple as when people are, oh, I can't sleep at night, or I just can't focus, or I'm getting brain fog. You know, actually, there's something for that. There's this really great natural peptide collection, and you take these. Now, I'm going to jump in here and say also our nutrition friend, Jared McDonald, who you guys have probably heard, he would say you always add an electrolyte with this. Electrolyte powders, which is our hydrate. I tell people now after talking with him, always add an electrolyte because electrolytes help you absorb your nutrients and your water into your cells. And you can't function without that water being absorbed, and that helps. So I always say, get the Mind and Motivation collection plus a hydrate because that will help. And then our next one is it's really as simple as, oh man, you're trying to get strength gains, you're trying to increase your energy, I'm trying to lose weight. Hey, you know what? There's this great collection, and it will help you burn fat, curb your cravings, give you more energy, and this will help you maintain or build muscle. Like it's really that simple as far as what we need to tell people that, and if they want to know more, there's obviously then you can go in and give them more resources. But it's really just, well, it burns fat. You won't get the munchies like Dave was talking about. My neighbor, she used to eat Junior Mints every night before she went to bed. So here's my other big thing I love to tell people is the problem with injectables is you don't have lifestyle changes. My little friend, she's 60, actually she's over 70. She started taking these, and she stopped eating Junior Mints because she was taking a Calm at night. And so you start replacing bad habits. If you stop eating snacks, you have a lifestyle change. So then after, let's say you take it 3-5 months, you hit your weight goal, and then you're not eating junk food as much. You've changed your lifestyle. You've changed everything. You've changed your life. You've changed how your body's going to function. And so being able to use these to get that lifestyle change as well as the benefits of the peptides. In my mind, as a physical therapist, I'm trying to change lifestyle and exercise habits. And that is huge. I push that all the day long, that you stop eating snacks, you're going to have lifestyle changes. If you have more energy, you'll feel like going on a walk. You'll feel like doing your exercise. Huge for lifestyle changes. And you won't get that with anything else that I found. No other supplement will help provide that. Okay, let's go on to the next one. I think we're on to you, Scotty.
It's my turn. Thank you, guys. I'm not a professional working in the pharmaceutical world or a doctor of physical therapy, but I have helped people for the past 15 years as my full-time job. Helped tens of thousands of people get results with meal plans and workouts and supplementation. And I just have to say, one of the things that's most important to me is that when I am working with someone, that they feel better and get results. Like my mission, if you look at my Instagram or Facebook, is I help people feel better. So if I'm not doing that, I'm not happy with my work. And so that was one of the biggest things that was important to me as I partnered with Make Wellness, read the research about these natural peptides. I'm like, this is mind blowing. If this is what they say it's going to be, I'm so excited about it. And I got on, like, obviously, as a health and wellness coach, I've been doing workouts and meal plans myself, right? To be an example. And I'm at this place, I'm 43, almost 44 this year. And I got to this place where I was like, maybe it is a little bit more challenging to lose weight in your 40s and to build muscle. And I kind of started to transition into doing more yoga and stretching, which is good. Of course, Vance is going to tell you, do all the stretching that you possibly can and spine mobility and all that great stuff. But I kind of went almost all the way away from lifting because I was like not gaining muscle. I would get injured all the time. And so I was really excited to try these out. My friends, in the first 14 days, I lost 9 pounds. And I didn't change my meal plan. I didn't change my workouts. And it was all I used all four peptides plus the two support products. And just that combination just made me feel like a superhuman. And I'm like 6 months down the road now. And the biggest win that I've had, I'll share with you in just a minute, but these are just some of the client testimonials. Like I can't even keep up with them coming in. Like in our support groups, I just have people, like someone will post a picture like this day one and day 21, and there'll be like 100 comments of people like, oh my gosh, this I lost this many, inches off of my waist, and I'm on my next belt notch as well. So that's really exciting for me. And one of the things that's most important for me in this. But I want to share this was me. This was the start of my transformation of working with peptides, when I said I lost the 9 pounds like pretty quickly by just adding the peptides into my already eating well and exercising. The lean peptide goes in and burns visceral fat, and that's like was huge for me. But my biggest thing, also kind of like what Dave was saying, is I could take down a whole family-sized bag of Doritos like nightly. Or if like I would go with my dad to our cabin and he always brings red vines, like the 10-pound bucket. And like that thing could be gone in like 2 days. Like I just don't even pay attention. I'm like, I follow my meal plan, I work out, but I would always just snack on anything and everything that was there. And I'm the same way. Like I don't snack now. Like the kids, we did a movie night the other night and everybody went and picked their treat out at the Dollar Tree before we started our movie. And I was like, I don't need anything. I had like one handful of popcorn from the family popcorn bucket. And so I'm loving what the peptides are doing for me. I feel absolutely incredible. But the thing that I didn't realize would happen is I'm a youth leader for the boys at our church. We do like a summer camp out. And like 4 years ago, I tried to out throw them, like throwing rocks into the water, into the lake. And I tore my rotator cuff in 3 places. And like I went to physical therapy, dry needling, PRP injections. I went to the physical therapist twice a week. And it hurt so bad it hurt to hang. Like my arm just hanging hurt. So I had a sling and then I worked on all that stuff and I got it to where it didn't hurt to hang anymore. But I couldn't lift like a shoulder press. I couldn't do an incline press. I can throw a mean spiral left-handed now because my kid plays sports and I love to play with my kids. So I had to like leave the right arm behind and I can throw a mean spiral left-handed now. But the thing that I didn't expect is like I have full mobility. Like, look at this. This is like my right shoulder that was torn. And that was like 4 years of it not having mobility. And it's from, I fully believe it's from the fit peptide and in the fact that it helps reduce inflammation. And so I've had huge reduction of inflammation. And I believe my inflammation, because I did do all that physical therapy and PRP injections and all that stuff and strengthening it. I just believe I still had some inflammation that would pinch on my rotation, and I believe the Fit Peptide has really helped me with that. So, like, I can't stop shouting it from the rooftops. Like, everybody, do get on these peptides. You're gonna feel like absolutely incredible. I was just at my son's sixth grade track meet today, and I have a guy. He's my son's football coach. And I was like, "How are you feeling on your peptides?" He's on month 2, like he's 2.5 months in. He's only using Fit Peptide, just using one, but he's gonna run a marathon. It's his first one. He's like, I got my 22-mile run tomorrow. And he's like, I've used this scale that measures your muscle mass and your fat, like a body composition scale. He's like, I use the same one. And he's like, it's crazy. He's like, I don't know if it's a peptide or what. And he said his overall fat mass is down and his muscle mass is up while training for a marathon. And he's like, that's unheard of with me because when I run that much, I lose muscle mass too. It's really hard. It's a really hard balance to keep muscle mass and get my body fat down and my endurance up for my marathon. And I was like, I'm not going to say it's only the fit peptide, but doing all that running and, doing your strength training you're doing and the fit peptide, I believe 100% is helping you with that. So I can't stop talking. Everybody I talk to is like in person. You can run into me at the track meet, you're going to get on the fit peptide and it's going to help you feel awesome. So I'm going to go through this real quick. So we have an affiliate model with a lot of cool benefits. When you enroll as an affiliate, I think Dave said it, it's free. It's crazy. There's no sign up fee. There's no monthly fees. There's no required. You have to order this amount of product to get paid. You literally just sign up as an affiliate. You have a referral link. And when you send that to someone or you put it on your Instagram bio or wherever, however you do it, when someone clicks on that link and purchases, you earn a 10 to 40% commission. Like last week, I signed up our biggest gym in our hometown. There's three of them, uh, two in our town and one in the town over where the university is. And they literally are just putting the link into their app. They have some scan codes for their customers at the gym, and their client has to do at the gym is scan the code, and when they order, the gym will get a commission between 10 and 40%. So we have an app. We have tons of Vance was sharing, Vance is pretty good at talking about the peptides as a doctor of physical therapy. I'm not as good at talking about all of the science. I'm more of like, this is how it's helped me. This is how it's helping my friends. So I can get people onto it like that. But there are tons of videos and stuff for you to, when someone's like, what is a peptide? How does that work? Sounds like you're excited about it. I'd like to learn. You send them a video, they watch it, and it pretty much does the sell for you. So it's really cool. You actually get paid daily. When someone clicks on your link and orders, you get paid daily. Dave said at the beginning, there's an incredible leadership community and Vance also reiterated that as well. One of the most three top things you can do to grow yourself in life is to be around other people that are growing. And there's just so much training to help you improve your life on all levels. I've been in a business like this for 15 years. It's been my full-time career for 15 years, which has been a huge blessing. Just by being an affiliate and partnering, I've been able to be home with my 5 kids since my oldest that just turned 18 last year was 5 years old. And so it's been a huge blessing to me, but my kids have also been a part of that leadership community where they hear me on Zoom calls, they hear me teach on Zoom calls, and they're just always around this growth mindset. And it's like my wife and I came back from the conference that Vance talked about, and she's like, man, even if somebody was never had the desire to go out and talk to someone like, what are your goals, and send a link and earn a commission, if they're just a part of this and use the peptides and be around the trainings and the people, their life is going to improve like 10 times, even without ever earning an income. So we're like an incredible personal growth and development and make you feel incredibly awesome with our natural peptides business, that our company that happens to pay you. And it's like so cool that you can get paid to do what we do. So you can earn commissions and bonuses. You can earn 10 to 40% commissions on all customer orders. So for example, Vance is one of my customers / became an affiliate. So when Vance places an order for his own muscle and metabolic collection, I earn a commission on that. So that's how that works. You also get what's called a 10% team override. So now that Vance is like out building a business and helping other people as well, anything that Vance does, for example, to give you an idea of how that works, I earn an 8% commission on all of the sales that Vance does in his with his business. So not only can you do commissions on your own, 10 to 40%, but you can also get up to 8% override if you bring another affiliate on. So I mentioned I brought on the local gym Bodify. So when the Bodify gym sells product, I get an 8% override on that. So it's not just your own efforts. You can also earn some override if you bring other people on board. And you can earn up to 100,000 in monthly team bonuses. I've done a full compensation plan training. So if you are watching this and you're like, okay, that's intriguing. We're not going to go, it's like an hour long for me to explain all the compensation. If you're like, I want to learn more about the potential and how to earn and every way to earn as an affiliate, just reach out to the person that sent you here and be like, get that video from Scotty on that training, and we'd be happy to send it over to you. So, but you can earn up to 100,000 in monthly team bonuses if you have the desire to build a team. It's not required though. You can literally just sell to customers or have a link, and you get to do what you want with it. There's no like expectations. It's your affiliate link. You get to do what you want with it. If you're ready to like launch this thing and you're like, I want to have the best experience possible, there's something called a launch pack. Like I said, remember, it's $0 to enroll. You don't have to pay anything. There's no monthly fee. But if you're like, I'm going to go all in on this business, like Dave said, ride the back of this company that's going to be $1 billion company in this space of natural peptides, there is a launch pack. It's a really beautiful unboxing. It gives you all 6 products, all 4 peptides, and our 2 support products. You get a beautiful branded glass water bottle. They do a reward trip every 6 months where you can go. We're going to Ava, Mexico, to the Ava Cancun Resort in Mexico in November, and you can earn points for that. So every 6 months we do that. If you get a launch box to go on that trip, you need to earn 100 points. And once you enroll, we'll teach you how you earn points. But you get 10 points towards that trip if you decide you get the launch box. So it kind of gives you a jump start towards earning that trip. I'll give you an idea of that trip. It's a 6-month earning period. I've earned the trip plus 2 airfare in about 2 months. So it's something that's very doable. No matter when you start. And like I said, like if, let's say you launch your business and the trip's almost coming up, every 6 months they do a reward trip for 2. There's opportunity to earn a 500 when you first enroll, to earn a 500, not only a $500 commission, but also $500 gift card to all kinds of, like I got one, and we did Nike so I could get the kids some new shoes for their sport. So you also get the convention that Vance talked about. We do one a year. Our next one is in March, so you get $100 off that event ticket, and those event tickets are only $179 for like a 2-day convention with that whole leadership team and people that have built incredible businesses. They come and teach you exactly what they're doing. That event's only $179. Like Vance said, it was like life-changing for him to go to that. You get $100 off that event ticket too if you decide you get a lunch box. So that could be something when you're ready to enroll. You don't have to get it when you enroll. You can literally sign up for $0, start going through the training and material that we give you once you get started. And then you could be at any time, you can be like, okay, I think I want to get the launch box, and you can get it at any point. It's not like you have to get it right when you sign up or you miss out. It's you get to get that if you want and when you want. These are the places you can get your gift certificate to, or your gift card to, if you launch your business. How to earn this basically is, let's say you enroll. If in your first full month you sell $2,000 worth of our peptides, you get a guaranteed $500 commission and a $500 gift card. So you can earn basically $1,000 in your first month by doing that. And that means the first full month means, let's say you get excited after leaving this call and you enroll. It's May 20th. You actually have till the end of June to hit that benchmark and earn that gift card. So just a little perk to help people get started on your business. I'm someone that's like that. If someone puts something out like a free trip or an extra $500, I'm a worker, so I'm gonna make it happen. So that's just kind of a bonus perk for those of you out there that are like me. They're like, I'm gonna make that happen. So Make Wellness is not your typical wellness brand, affiliate program, or direct selling company. We're redefining the space with authenticity and innovation. We're a lifestyle brand and vibrant community built on one goal: unlocking human potential. The science, like, it's undeniable. The clinical trials, like, it's just it works. And so that's the coolest thing about this business is it's not just a business where you sling a product and hopefully it's a product that works for people. There's science behind it, results behind it, and people are going to get results with this. And I come from doing direct sales as a full-time career for 15 and a half years. And this has been the most simple thing for me to, like, I know how to do it. I've sold products for 15 years and helped people get results, but I've had so many of my affiliates just crushing it and building their business because it's so simple and duplicatable. You share the testimonials, you talk to people, you send them the videos that we have for you in our training and our resources, and people are like, okay, I'm ready, and you help them get started. And the thing that makes it so simple, I think, is it's so different than any other multi-level marketing or direct sales company. Has all the benefits financially, plus a better product than I've ever seen, but it doesn't have the things that make it icky for some people, like a sign up fee or monthly cost to run your business, or you have to order this much product or you can't earn. Like there's zero strings attached and you can just have your link and sell. So holy cow, we're 40 minutes in, so I need to wrap this up real quick. This is our current lineup. They already went through them. The support products are hydrated and calm. The peptides right now are fit, lean, focus, and energize. We have a sleep peptide coming out that will have like an aura ring that tracks your sleep. The sleep market is projected to be $1 trillion market. And so we're super excited about that. There are some collections. You can buy products individually. Like I said, my friend Ryan Marlowe, my son's football coach, is just using Fit. So there are collections that discount when you bundle, or you can get them individually. We're gonna skip past that one. Oh, this like doubled up. Okay, we're gonna get to this one. Okay, a couple of things I want to talk about just to wrap this up is you can order one product, you can order collections, whatever you want. You can be a customer or you can be an affiliate. You might be listening to this and be like, okay, it sounds great, but I need to have a testimonial myself. I need to experience it before I'm going to go share it with someone else. You can do that too. Like reach out to the person that invited you to watch this live or watch the recording. Try the peptides that you feel are going to help you feel best, have your experience, and then at any point you literally just log into your account where you order from, click join, click become affiliate, and like in less than a minute you have a link and you can start sharing. It's so simple. $0, just a reminder to enroll. There's like zero required purchase. You don't have to sell a certain amount. You don't have to stock product in your closet and sell off the shelf. Remember, the commissions are 10 to 40%. You can earn up to 100,000 in team bonuses should you monthly, should you decide you want to build a team. I'll tell you what that involves. It involves building a team that sells $5 million of product a month. You can earn $100,000 monthly bonus. Guys, I'm going to tell you, I would be like voted the least likely to succeed. I'm a college dropout that got heavy into the music, playing music for 20 years, got into a lot of bad habits. Someone introduced me to health and wellness, workouts, nutrition, supplements. It completely changed my life, helped me build good habits and get rid of the poor habits and vices and addictions that I had. Completely changed my life. I saw how that helped me. I fell in love with helping other people and built a team with no social media experience, no sales experience, and built a team that was doing 7 million in sales after 14 years in a month. And so like when I say like you can do this, you can do this. Like I'm someone that voted least likely to be the successful. If you ran into me between the ages of like 22 and 25, you'd be like, that guy is not going to make it. I don't even know if he's going to make it to his 30s alive. And so like this, like helping people is so rewarding and it will be so fulfilling, and you can do it. I did that. I built that working a 12-hour job in a steel factory running a service department. So you don't have to do it full time like I do now. You can do it on the side. I mean, I shared briefly my experience over the last 14 years. Yes, you can really make money doing this. They have guaranteed paychecks. Like you sell 2,000 product, you're guaranteed a $500 commission. You build a team over the next 10 years that does 5 million in sales a month. That's a $100,000 a month bonus. So the opportunity is absolutely there. Like I said, I started with no experience. Vance has had no experience in direct sales. He has experience as a physical therapist, and he has a team doing like 30,000 in sales already after a couple months. And so by all means, yes, you can do it. Do you have to build a team like Vance and I are also doing? No, you can still earn. Like Bodify the gym is not planning on building a team, recruiting and training and building a team. They just understand that people want peptides. They want something that's not injectable and safer. And so they want to sell peptides off their shelf. So we're going to wrap it up right there. But my invitation to you is to take a look. If you have more questions, reach out to the person that invited you to this. Every Thursday night, the doctors that were mentioned at the very beginning do a training and teach you about the peptides, teach you how they work in your body. So you're going to have all the training. You're going to have all the training from us on how to build the business or build income doing this. So you will not be left alone. So the process will really be try a peptide, become an affiliate, and then we'll give you the tools, and then you get to go out and do what you want with it. And then you'll have ongoing support from us. So thank you guys for being on this call live with us. If you're on here live, if you watch the recording, take a look at it. Like I keep telling my friends, like, don't sleep on this opportunity. Like peptides are the future, and you have the opportunity to be a part of that and make a huge difference in the lives of the people that you come in contact with. So thanks for being on, guys.